I walked into Bvlgari thinking I was just browsing and somehow ended up trying on a $505,000 high jewelry necklace, testing whether the iconic Bvlgari Serpenti bracelet actually works with my Cartier Love stack, and getting up close to some of the most incredible ancient Roman coin jewelry I've ever seen. This isn't just window shopping. I was actually trying pieces on, looking at how they wear side by side, comparing sizes, and seeing what works in real life rather than just in social media photos. Let's start with the pieces I was most curious about, the Bvlgari Serpenti bracelet. One of my biggest questions going in was whether the Serpenti bracelet would actually work with my existing Cartier Love bracelet stack. Because if you collect luxury jewelry, you know this becomes a real consideration, not just aesthetics, but actual wearability and whether the pieces knock together and scratch. I specifically wanted to see if there would be any overlap between the bracelets. I tried size 15 in white gold first and immediately noticed the fit felt too tight on my wrist. There actually wasn't any overlap, but it felt too small given I wear a size 17 in both my Love bracelets. Then I tried size 16 and 17 to compare. The larger sizes gave more movement and there were points where they started to overlap and would rub on each other and cause scratching to my Love bracelets. But I also love the look. For me personally, if I'm investing in luxury jewelry, I'm more concerned about how it actually wears day to day. If you own a Serpenti bracelet and stack yours with Cartier, comment below because I'd love to know what size you wear and whether you've noticed any contact or any scratching between the two. Fun fact, the Serpenti collection dates back to the 1940s. The snake represents transformation, renewal, and wisdom, and it is one of Bvlgari's most recognizable collections. Now for the moment that honestly felt unreal. I had the opportunity to try on a $500,000 Bvlgari high jewelry necklace. This collection is called Monete. This piece featured a combination of diamonds and onyx and a real ancient Roman coin. Bvlgari actually uses genuine historical coins. Every piece is slightly different depending on the coin selected. This collection was introduced in the 1960s and it is inspired by Rome's archaeological history. Bvlgari uses ancient Greek and Roman coins and that's why collectors love them. No two are exactly identical. The metal surrounding the coin is modern and luxury while preserving the original ancient piece. Each piece also has the coin details and time frame inscribed on the back. These coins date back thousands of years. Typical pricing for these range between 15,000 and 40,000 Australian dollars for a small piece, and high jewellery pieces can be well into six figures. This necklace was valued at $505,000 and seeing it in person made me understand why people talk about high jewellery differently to fine jewellery. The scale, craftsmanship and details don't really translate on camera. This piece was incredible. This wasn't just expensive, it felt like it should be in a museum. High jewellery pieces are often produced in extremely limited quantities and some are one-off creations. Their pricing often reflects craftsmanship, rarity and stones rather than actual metal weight. If someone handed you $500,000, would you buy jewellery or invest it? Let me know in the comments. This next collection surprised me because I usually associate Tubogas with clean gold lines, but adding peridot completely changed the look. A little history because I found this so interesting. Tubogas actually means gas pipe in Italian, and the design was inspired by industrial gas tubing. Bvlgari became known for this technique because of the way the metal wraps around and flows with almost no visible joins. And then there's the peridot. It's sometimes called the gem of the sun and it has been used in jewellery for thousands of years. You don't usually see peridot in high jewellery as often as stones like emeralds and sapphires, so it felt really special seeing it styled this way. Seeing these pieces in person made me appreciate how Bvlgari mixes bold Italian design with colour in a way that still feels luxurious and wearable. high jewellery Tubogas with coloured stone pieces often start around 80,000 Australian and can go to 250,000 plus. Comment below, would you wear the classic all gold Tubogas or do you prefer this high jewellery version with peridot? And this was my Bvlgari shopping experience. Definitely not an average day of just browsing because I ended up comparing Serpenti bracelet sizing with my Cartier Love stack, discovering the history behind Bvlgari Monete and real ancient Roman coin jewellery, and trying on a $500,000 high jewellery necklace, which was amazing. If I had to pick one favorite from today, I honestly think it would be trying on such an exquisite high jewellery piece. Now I want to know yours. Which piece would you choose if money has no object? The Serpenti bracelet, the Monete coin necklace, or the Tubogas high jewellery? Tell me in the comments because I read all of your comments and I always reply. If you enjoyed coming luxury shopping with me and love fine jewellery, luxury try-ons, Bvlgari, Cartier, high jewellery, and luxury vlogs, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn notifications on because I post new luxury content every week. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.